Greetings! In this video, I will discuss preparations to use MIT App Inventor. Currently, App Inventor is in its second version, and at the website you will see it referred to as App Inventor 2. Here and elsewhere, I will merely refer to it as App Inventor. App Inventor is a free online resource that can be accessed with an internet browser. It is a visual programming environment for creating apps that will run on Android phones and other Android devices. It is very well suited for beginner programmers. Over the past couple of years, I have been in over 20 schools conducting programs where most of the participants are programming for the first time. My experience has been that generally within 30 minutes, everyone has created an app and have had the chance to see it work on the Android phone or whatever Android device they're using. It provides a range of capabilities, including the ability to tap into features available on the Android device, such as the accelerometer sensor, the camera, text-to-speech, and other similar features. Students can also create professional quality apps that will install and run on their Android devices, and likewise can be uploaded and distributed using the Google Play or other online sources. App Inventor requires a computer with internet access. The bandwidth requirements are light. I've never had an issue with bandwidth at any of the facilities I've conducted programs. App Inventor supports both the Chrome and Firefox browser. It does not support Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge. Personally, I prefer Firefox, although I've never had an issue using Chrome. Ideally, students will have an Android phone or device so they can see their app actually running on a device. The solution I found has been to purchase low-cost Android phones. At electronic stores, many department stores, you can find these for about $30 US. It is not necessary to sign up for a cell plan. The device merely needs to be able to access Wi-Fi or internet through some means. The device will need to have the MIT AI2 companion app installed on it. This is a free app that can be downloaded from the Google Play Store. And students will also need to have a Google account. To log into MIT App Inventor, students will use their Google account. And the nice aspect of this is whatever computer the student is working on, once they've logged into the App Inventor website, all of the projects they've created with App Inventor will be accessible to them. I've had an issue with networks in many of the facilities where I've conducted programs. In particular, many networks have been configured so that two devices cannot communicate with one another across the network. With App Inventor, ideally you want the computer and the phone to be able to communicate with each other wirelessly. It is called a privacy separator with many networks, and the privacy separator prevents two devices from communicating with one another in this way. And as I mentioned previously, this has been an issue using App Inventor at many sites. However, there are alternatives. The first alternative, which I've adopted, has been to purchase my own hotspots. So when I go into a facility, I bring my own internet. Sprint has a plan where nonprofits can get hotspots for a very reasonable price, and as long as you have good coverage with Sprint in the area, you've got your own internet. Another solution is with the computer on which the students are working, you can create a hotspot and then connect the Android phone or device to that hotspot. However, the one issue here is many schools have their computers configured so students do not have access to those features that would allow them to set up a hotspot. Another solution is to directly connect a computer and the Android phone or device using a USB to micro USB cable. This solution works, and I've used it on occasion. However, it's a little clunky. Sometimes the phone is not particularly responsive, and more than anything, you lose much of the magic. There's a certain magic when a student does work on the computer and then they pick up the phone and they see their work there on the phone, and all of it is done wirelessly. This solution requires that software called the AI Starter program be installed on the computer, and this is free and can be downloaded from the MIT App Inventor website. The very last resort, which I discourage, is MIT App Inventor comes with an emulator where you can create a phone-like display on the computer. My experience has been this is somewhat unreliable and does not perform quite like what you would see on the phone. So therefore, if it is at all possible to avoid this solution, I strongly encourage that you don't use the emulator. So that is it for now. For more information and other tutorials, visit the Brain Hackers Association website at www.brainhackers.net.